So I wanted to discuss this because there has been a sudden shift in the rap game where male rappers are now relying on their girlfriends and female counterparts to maintain their claim to fame. Let's discuss. Testing. 1, 2, 3. We're here to talk about why male rappers are thirsty. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. So this has been a topic that's on my mind for quite some time. Now, if you guys remember way back in the 90s and the 2000s, or as these kids like to call it today, the late 1900s, but if you guys remember in the early 90s, for a female rapper to really get on the rap game, she had to be introduced to us through a male counterpart. For example, like DMX with Eve, Jay-Z with Foxy Brown, Lil Kim with Biggie, you name it. They all had to be introduced through a prominent male rapper in the rap game. And that's how we got to know them. Like, they were also like the only female in their clique too, so they immediately stood out from the bunch. But today that has completely switched roles. Like, these days the male rappers rely on their female counterparts in order for them to get more publicity, get seen, have a better song, they will go mainstream, have better features, you name it. Like, it's like the female rappers are slowly becoming the gatekeepers in rap, I've come to notice. Now, you guys may disagree, but I will say female rappers are slowly taking over the rap game. Like, it's becoming like a lot of men are going to be mad with me. I mean, y'all probably think that I side with women a lot, but like, I talk about what I see. And what I see is female rappers are the ones that everybody seeks out for a hit song or for their song to pop. Like, the girls, like a sprinkle of a feminine touch on a rap song really makes it pop these days. But today I wanted to go through, you know how I like to do, I want to go through and discuss each and every hip hop couple today, where they currently stand, and exactly how the female really elevated the male's career. Now, there may be 6 degrees of separation between a lot of these couples because in the industry everybody kind of just like bounces from one person to the next, so a lot of these couples are going to overlap. I think it's kind of like the theme of this week, 6 degrees of separation. I'm gonna rock with it. But let's discuss these couples, shall we? So the first couple is Taina and G Herbo. You guys probably don't know who the hell they are, but Taina is, if you guys know who Fabulous the rapper is, he had a long, tumultuous relationship with Emily B from the first 2 seasons of Love and Hip Hop. And that's basically her daughter from a previous marriage or a previous relationship or entanglement. And G Herbo is a famous rapper from Chicago. He only has like one song that I know that was a hit. It was called Swervo. That's how the song goes. I don't know any other song from him because ever since that song came out and ever since he got with Taina, that's what his whole entire like celebrity has been about, like the relationships that he's been in. Now, if you guys know who Ari Fletcher is his baby mama, like his first love when he got on as a rapper. And them two kind of had like the outs. There was a lot of social media drama between Taina and Ari Fletcher, mainly on Ari Fletcher's end. Taina's not really about that life. She kind of just keeps to herself. And it was just like a tug of war between like, you know, like the bitter baby mama and the rapper who doesn't give a F. It was just a back and forth between those two. But really, G Herbo's whole entire career has just been about him feuding with his baby mama, him possibly going to jail, and him having like ups and downs with Taina. And Taina is currently pregnant by him, and he is facing some time in prison for God knows what. These male rappers today just, I don't know, y'all, they can't stay out of trouble for anything. It's like they get the record deal, but they were doing crime to sustain their whole entire life and career beforehand. And once they get on, they don't give up that life of crime, and then it catches up to them, and then boom, prison. Speaking of Ari Fletcher, I want to talk about Moneybagg Yo and Waukesha. I'm just kidding. Moneybagg Yo and Megan Thee Stallion. So Moneybagg Yo was a rapper for a very long time, but we gotta keep it real. Nobody knew who he was until he got with Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion elevated his career. They had a few hit songs together, and then boom, he became a hit rapper that we know today. And then Moneybagg Yo and Megan Thee Stallion, to me, I feel like that was the industry pairing. I felt like they wanted, because couples really get on in music for some reason these days. Like, if you're like a rap duo couple, you're gonna pop. So Megan, I think they both kind of benefited, but Moneybagg Yo benefited way more than Megan Thee Stallion, because Megan Thee Stallion already made her stamp. She wasn't solidified yet when they got together, but she had already made like a huge dent in the industry. So those two broke up because I guess the contract ended. And then he went ahead and got with Ari Fletcher, who, like I said, is G Herbo's ex. And those two just... I don't want to talk about anybody's looks, but they're a very interesting looking couple. They're both very unique looking, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But I will say those two, I truly feel like they're meant to be with each other. Like, I don't know why. Like, you can tell when some people get together, they just mesh. And Ari Fletcher's fame has somewhat eclipsed G Herbo. Like, G Herbo, nobody's really checking for him like that. Ari Fletcher became a celebrity off of being a fabulous baby mama with good weave, basically. Like, that's her claim to fame. She's like, it's like a Kim Kardashian archetype, like just famous for being famous and famous for being in a bunch of mess all the time and controversy on social media, all that jazz. That's how Ari Fletcher's famous, and her pair with Moneybagg Yo, that keeps Moneybagg Yo's name out in the blogs, in the blogosphere. So everybody's always talking about those two. And I will say, I genuinely do like Moneybagg Yo's music. Like, his slow ass, even though he probably can't even write a one-page paper, he can really like deliver like some good like banging music. So I'm not even gonna shade him like that. I do enjoy him as an artist. Now, circling back to Megan Thee Stallion with that 6 degrees of separation, she is currently with a writer and rapper by the name of Pardison Fontaine. If you guys don't know who Pardison Fontaine is, he is allegedly a ghostwriter for Cardi B. They had a song together called Backing It Up, but he was exposed as her ghostwriter whenever that song Be Careful With Me came out, which, Be Careful With Me, that was a weird experience. Mainly because the song was trash at first, but they put like some MK Ultra on the beat and it became a bona fide hit. Like, I hated that song at first, but I ended up loving it somehow, because, hey, they do some juju in that studio. But anyways, those two, they're together, they're going long and strong, but I will say his career is elevating because of his attachment to her. He wants to do more than just being a ghostwriter. He wants to be a solidified artist, but for some reason the industry doesn't really take him seriously or his music. I don't know what it is. It's like, you're so talented, but you just don't get on in the music game. Kind of like, what's his face with Remy Ma. What is Remy Ma's husband name? Like, this is so disrespectful because he is an amazing rapper, but it's off the tip of my tongue. Papoose. Yes, Papoose. Partisan like Papoose is from New York. They're great rappers, but they don't make great songs. It's the weirdest thing. But yeah, if it wasn't for him dating Megan Thee Stallion, Partisan's relevance wouldn't be where it is right now. Like, he would probably still be in New York somewhere, still ghostwriting. Talented individual, but it's just like, nobody would care about him if it wasn't for Megan. Now, y'all may disagree with this one, but this brings me to another Houston native by the name of Travis Scott. Travis Scott, even though he really got on his own, in my opinion, Kylie Jenner kind of helped elevate him, introduce him into a new audience of, you know, the white TikTok generation that wants to be down hip and cool and down with rap music, but not really down with black people. They introduced Travis Scott to that audience. He got the Kardashian cosign, and whether you guys want to admit it or not, having that Kardashian cosign opens doors, huge doors. Like, granted, Travis Scott was going to be big on his own, but him paired with Kylie Jenner made him bigger. I hate to even admit it, but that we gotta give Kylie Jenner her credit. She put these men on, including with Tyga. Now, if you guys don't know, Tyga kind of helped groom Kylie Jenner, like literally groomed her, was with her when she was 16, 15, probably 14 years old, and yet nobody talks about that. Y'all let that slide. Hollywood really let that slide. But anyways, she elevated and kept Tyga afloat all these years. Tyga kept on getting repos. He was like borderline broke. I would hate to think that he was broke, but he was getting repos like way worse than Sean Kingston was. And when Tyga was with Kylie Jenner, he was really coming across as a bum. Like, you can tell that she was really taking care of that grown ass man. But I mean, from what I hear, Tyga's pretty big out there in Los Angeles. Like, y'all love him. I mean, he's a homegrown talent, so. But yeah, Kylie Jenner, she gave these two men like a little bit of clout, and you can't even take that away from her. And lastly, y'all, I want to discuss the Migos. Mainly Cardi B and Offset. and Quavo and Saweetie. Now with Quavo and Saweetie, I feel like at the beginning, I feel like that was the industry pairing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like they were trying their hardest to push Saweetie onto us, and the best way to do that was to pair her with a rapper that was already on and popping, and Quavo was there and available, even though it was alleged that Quavo was dating another girl. Then it was alleged that he was dating Nicki Minaj at the time. Like, it was very weird. It's just like, who are you with, bro? But Quavo and Saweetie, they were together. They made music together, great music together. It really like solidified Saweetie, in my opinion. And it got to a point where Saweetie has eclipsed his fame. And y'all, speaking of Saweetie, this is off topic, but have y'all seen what this girl eats? Like this is just an example of the food that this girl eats. Like what? Like what in like gastric bypass? Like this, like Lizzo could never promote eating like this. Like she eats like she is just fresh out of prison, y'all. Like no commissary. Like what the F? But getting back on track, Quavo and Saweetie kind of eclipsed his fame. Like I've said to y'all before, the Migos are dope, but they're flopping right now. They're like floppiana. Like they are like on the decline ever since that whole entire lawsuit against Coach P and Quality Control Music Group, which I got a little issue with Quality Control right now on my YouTube channel, but it is what it is. But Quavo and the rest of the Migos are kind of on the decline right now, and it's alleged, even though Saweetie debunked this, but it's alleged that Quavo wants that old thing back. And I think he wants that old thing back because them two being together got a lot of press and promotion. They were featured in GQ together. They had brand deals together. Quavo was writing a lot of her songs. They were all hits. Like, I love Saweetie's music, and it's partly in due to Quavo. I mean, I don't want to just discredit the girl and say she doesn't write her own raps, but it was alleged in the media that those two were like seeing each other on the low, but Saweetie went ahead and debunked that whole entire thing. But who knows if she's telling the truth? They probably are like talking on the low. Like, it is what it is. If they get back together, they would be cute together. Like, they really grew on me. I still feel like it was an industry pairing, but I feel like they grew to like each other over time, and they do have great chemistry and they do look good together. But who knows if they get back together? It is what it is. But it would benefit mainly Quavo's career now more than anything. And the last couple is Cardi B and Offset. So y'all, Cardi B and Offset might have the tables have turned. So they got together like during like the very beginning of her career. I feel like they legit got together. Like, I feel like it was a genuine attraction. One thing that is beautiful about this couple is that at one point they started to elevate both of their careers together, but at some point Cardi B started to get a little higher in the industry than Offset was. And now, despite Offset not really having much of a personality, I will say those two, like on screen, they have great chemistry, and it would be weird to see them not with each other, even though they broke up multiple times. But I think somewhere along the line, Offset realized like, oh damn, like Cardi B is the breadwinner in this relationship. Like, I need to get it together because, like I said, the Migos are flopping right now. They're on the decline. So the best way for him to stay solidified in the industry is to latch on and stay to Cardi B. Cardi B is the it girl. Cardi B is the girl that everybody's going to for the features now. A Cardi B feature now solidifies a bona fide hit or somewhere on the charts. Like, you put her on the song, your song is going to chart. And my thing is, who would pass up the chance to be with somebody like that? Especially when you guys already have a kid together and now have one on the way. Offset's not dumb. Like, Offset wanted to secure the bag, stabilize his finances, stabilize his life, and get on his best behavior because he was cheating on her left and right. Now, we gotta give it to Cardi B because she put up with a lot with that man. I mean, we don't know if she ever stepped out on him as well, but it was well documented, like in public, that like this man was like creeping out on the low. Not even on the low either. That man was just going out and being sloppy with it. It was like he just did not care. But like I said, once that bag started looking funny, he's starting to tighten up a little bit. So, hey, he's not a dumb man, but those two, I wish them the best in their new baby, and I hope they continue to prosper. But overall, y'all, at the end of the day, it seems like the best way for these male rappers to stay on and also get put on is to attach themselves to a girl that already has clout on social media. The female rappers and women in general get more likes, more views, and more followers on social media because they're beautiful women. They bring you fashion, they bring you body, sex appeal, all that jazz. So it's like, what better way for you to attach yourself to probably one of the baddest bitches in the world at the moment? But those are my views on hip-hop couples in the current state of the rap game. Like I said, an opinion piece, but 9 times out of 10, my opinions become a fact. And if you guys are new to this channel, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Over here, we talk about whatever I want to talk about. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to come at you guys with some more content.